Welcome to round 7 of my 32 beer shootout. And we have the 7th highest rated beer, which is Longboard Island Lager, against the 7th lowest rated beer, Landshark Island Style Lager. Both of these are island lagers or island style lagers, and I'm not sure what that means. So I think this is a good matchup. Of my 32 beers, this is the highest rated adjunct lager on Beer Advocate and or using Beer Advocate and Rate Beer and those sites. This beer is rated higher than even Stella and Moosehead, Carlsberg. So I'm kind of surprised, this must be a pretty good lager. Both of these are 4.6 ABV. Okay, so I've got them poured. They are similar in appearance, similar head. Everything, is virtually indistinguishable between the two of them just by looking at them. Yeah, I don't know how the smell goes, but I'm not really worried about smell. I'm worried about taste. So this ought to be interesting. We'll see if this Longboard lager is as good as it's rated on the beer sites. Alright, now I still don't know which one is which. Not bad, crispy. Pretty much the same flavor going in as it finishes. Not necessarily a sweet flavor. There may be some sweetness to it. Can't really have much of a hoppy taste to it. Maybe a little. These are about the same, honestly. I don't see how one could be rated so much higher than the other. Now, if I didn't mention it, this is by Kona Brewing Company, the Longboard. It's made in Hawaii, or at least based in Hawaii, where this one, I think, Landshark Lager, is based out of Florida. I could be wrong. Double check. Both of these are pretty drinkable. I think this one's a bit better. This one, although they taste virtually the same, this one kind of has a dull taste in comparison to this one. It's like this one with dullness. Or this one is like this one, but crispier. So it's really hard to describe. Typical lager taste. It's not bad. It's really not bad at all. And this one's not bad either. It's really tough. Really tough. But there is a difference. Yeah, this one has a bit stronger flavor to it, just a bit. The same type of flavor, the same, whatever you would call the flavors of these beers. You know, the typical lager flavor, but this one is just a little bit more pronounced, and that's why I'm going to choose this one, which I'm not surprised. It's the Longboard Lager. Longboard Island Lager. Interesting. So, there you go. Round 7 is in the books. And what do we have coming up next? Harp Lager, which is an Irish lager. That's round 8, and it's going to go up against Foster's Lager. That ought to be good, because when I did Foster's before, Foster surprised me, and it won several contests in a bracket. So, we'll see if the next Foster's I get can knock off Harp Irish Lager. So, and again, these are rated from the highest rated against the lowest rated. So, the first highest rated goes against the lowest rated, the second highest rated goes against the second lowest rated, and so on until I get 16 rounds. And then the losers are going to a loser bracket, and I'll do the same thing. Kind of the same way they do in NFL playoffs, where the highest seeded team is going to go against the lowest seeded team every time of those available. So, there you go. Longboard advances. Landshark goes down to the loser bracket, which I think is going to do okay in the loser bracket, especially if it has to go up against something like Miller and Budweiser and all that kind of stuff. So, Coors, you know, which I'm not really too crazy about. I thought they were okay, but after you sit and drink, you know, 2 or 3 or 4 of them, kind of starts tasting cardboardy or whatever. Not crazy about it. And it could happen with these two as well. After I finish these off, you know, and if I was to drink a second one, who knows? But yeah, this is pretty good. Not bad for an adjunct lager.
Incorrect.
And as I said, this is the highest rated adjunct lager on my list, which includes Bud's, Miller Lite, Budweiser, Miller Lite, or not Miller Lite, but Miller High Life, Miller Genuine Draft, Coors, Pabst. Pabst is on here. What else we got? Got some Canadian beers as well. Molson. Alpha, got a great beer on here. It's number 16. And it's going to be going up against Beck's, which is a German Hells, I believe. Or it's actually a German Pilsner. I think. Let's see if I got that right. Yeah, it's a German Pilsner. So, this is a wide mix of beers in the 32 beer challenge, but they're all lagers or pilsners, which is a subset of lagers. So, and they're all supposedly widely available anywhere you go, hopefully. But I'm not really sure about Landshark, you know. I don't know if you can get this in California. Whereas this one came from Hawaii, and it's, I think it's available everywhere. But we know that Budweiser and Miller and Coors and Pabst, they're available everywhere. I wanted to do Schlitz. Schlitz is a high-rated adjunct lager on the sites, but it's not available here. I couldn't buy it, so I couldn't include it, which is a shame. But, oh well. So far, the European beers are mopping up, winning almost every contest, with one exception, Corona. Corona beat Hofbräu, and I couldn't believe it.
Are you insane?